accounting, ROSUM, and many more. The broad-based education you get from the Department of Financial Accounting and Business Administration enables you to challenge yourself during your studies and after graduation. You will never get bored studying at the Department of Financial Accounting and Business Administration. You can participate in exciting programs that the department offers. We offer unlimited opportunities. This is the chance to create the kind of future you desire. Seize the opportunity and come study with us.
There have always been questions about how can we make the world a better place? What are some of the needed skills for the present, future and job market? And how can you contribute to knowledge-based economy? Computer science is an excellent solution to this question. Central University offers an excellent computer science program that equips students with competence for the 21st century knowledge-based economy. The department has equipped laboratories to support its educational and research missions. Students access these resources through various classes and laboratory assignments.
I am Debulina Basu. I am from India. I feel good to be given the opportunity on weekly basis to think critically and write efficient code that solves problems. We just don't write code, we are using an engineering approach to develop software. Labs really measures how much you know and what you can do.
The department provides tools and services for students to acquire practical knowledge in the following modules: software development, hardware maintenance, networking, graphic design and multimedia, database, web development. To achieve the department goals, Central University places students at the center of learning by providing them with following opportunities. Academic advising. Each student is assigned to a personal program advisor at the commencement of their studies who will remain with them until graduation. Projects. To ensure students develop problem-solving skills, the department employs capstone group projects to help students improve their collaborative learning, synthesis, and application of the skill set acquired. At Central University, students are the center of learning.
Sierra Leone is a unique country with diverse cultures and practices. Most people in the rural parts of the country mainly engage in subsistence or commercial farming activities. The large importation of agricultural products from other countries suggests the poor state of the agricultural sector in the country. It is at this crucial time in the history of the agricultural sector that the Central University, situated at 1 Silicon Hills, Mile 91, Tonkolili District, Sierra Leone, offers the solution for sustainable agricultural practices. The Agricultural Department at the Central University serves as a training center of excellence for students who want to acquire the best knowledge in agricultural systems and processes. Over the years, we have been able to teach our students appropriate techniques on how to achieve success in different sectors like agricultural extension, animal science, crop production, agribusiness, soil science, agricultural engineering, agricultural economics, and agroforestry. We help our students enjoy the beauty in agriculture with the modern technological equipment we make available for them. We have been able to help our students understand the ideas in growing, nurturing, and harvesting large-scale production for not just themselves, but for a much larger population. Our lecturers are trained with modern skills to guide potential students understand the concept of agriculture and to prepare them to compete not just in Sierra Leone but the world at large. Remember, learning becomes easier and fun when you are the right place that offers you the right opportunities and chances.
I decided to do the Bachelor of Business Information Technology because it's my area of interest and it provides an excellent opportunity for employment in the ICT field. The course combines aspects of IT and business, and the one option which makes it a very marketable course when it comes to the job market. Central University is fun. I'm really happy with the course because it's very practical and enjoyable. It does not only focus on the core business IT modules, but also concerned with the human character for information, which makes students all-rounded. I love the fact that there is also a strong emphasis on extracurricular activities, such as sports, clubs, conferences, among others. The course covers elementary business management modules and a variety of IT modules, such as programming, operating systems, artificial intelligence with specialization options of networking and database administration. Here in Central University, we are given the opportunity to do internship with top-notch industries in ICT. Depending on your area of interest, the options available are those of project managers, software developers, network and database administrators, system analysts, or what they call hybrid managers. However, with a wide spectrum of innovative ideas, we are highly encouraged to understand entrepreneurship, which is the way forward.
I think the layout is first class. And to recognize that a student is interviewing me now, I think the professionalism of the program sounds very good. I was in the library and I called the subject. I selected a book, it came up. I selected a topic from that book, it came up. It also showed that this is what we call transformational education, where you can stay home and be tutored from a centralized institution. This is the way Sierra Leone should go. We haven't gone so yet, but you have started with.
Hello everyone, as you all know, this is Central University Television here, and we are broadcasting live from One Silicon Hills. And I'm sure you already know the personality sitting beside me. He is the Minister of Higher and Technical Education here in Sierra Leone, Professor Tijan Muri. And he is here today at Central University to have a tour around the university campus. So we'll just have a quick talk with him around activities that you might be wanting to know all this while. Basically, most people know that the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education exists, but they don't actually know the role it plays. So can you tell us the role the ministry was set up for?
The Ministry of Technical and Higher Education is to refocus higher education towards job creation and job market, and to put a lot more premium on technical options. We do so at levels that are equivalent to school level, and levels that what you call post-secondary. And this is one institution that has demonstrated how digital education, which is technical, can serve us at the post-secondary level.
Now, coming to one of the things that the ministry is known for doing over the that was introduced recently for students. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, government initially started with a government scholarship. In the early years, a scholarship is you have to be a scholar. You should have done very well, and then you are sponsored. Later on, that metamorphosed into a grant in aid. In other words, you may not have done very well, but you have passed, and you do not have the means to continue. And then government supports you somehow. That is not a scholarship. It is a supported program or a supportive program. Okay? Even that is becoming quite expansive. The numbers are increasing. You know, last year we had close to 186,000 students attempting the WASC exams. Before then, think back in 2018, only 32,000 took the WASC. Yet in 2022, 186,000 took the WASC. That is a five-fold increase. Government recognized that among that number, there will be a higher proportion that may not be in a position to sponsor themselves to go on. Remember, government is doing free quality school education. The free there is to school, and therefore people should have saved enough to be able to access higher education on their own. But that is not the case. So we started in a new scheme, the student loan scheme, that will allow every student, be it private or public institution, to take a loan, and on completion, you start a repayment plan. To take any loan, there must be some guarantee and some guarantors to start for you. Okay? We do hope that will now allow the large number of people that have graduated from secondary school to be able to access higher education. And higher education does not necessarily mean university education. It can mean technical education, or people that may have graduated can still take a loan and come back and reskill themselves into something a bit more hands-on. So we'd like the public to know that the scheme has started this year. This year we started with PhDs and those of master's level only. We hope to get resource in the next few weeks to expand it to lower level as well. By that I mean undergraduate degrees. And people of Central University do have the right to apply for such loans.
Okay, now there's this fear that's in most students' mind, and it has been like a rumor going around, that is the loan based on like if this person is deserving, or maybe it's like based on favoritism, that it's somehow difficult to get. Some have been complaining about that. So what are some of the processes that some need to go, and what guarantees that it will not be based on favoritism at all?
I wonder why you start to consider favoritism when in fact you have not accessed the loan yet. You've not really applied yet. The question here is, can you pay back? Whoever is signing for you, can the person has the means to pay back? That is all there is to it. And we are not prioritizing any cause. You can do social work and apply for the loan. You can do history and apply for the loan. You can do chemistry and apply for it. There will not be any prioritization. With regards to grant in aid, there is prioritization of grant in aid. We now say in public universities, we support women that are accessing STEAM. I'm not saying a man cannot do physics or chemistry or whatever. We say government says we prioritize women accessing STEAM. We also say people that are disabled cannot be disabled a second time by them not accessing higher education. We would prioritize those. People that are sons or daughters of teachers. Teachers have sacrificed their lives to train us. And they cannot go back and start to struggle on how they can pay for their children. So those are prioritized as well. In the forces, we will train 50, 60 per year, prioritized. The loan does not have those categories. You apply for it, and if you show you can afford to pay back, or you have whoever is standing for you that can pay back, then that loan would be given to you from a public or a private institution.
Okay. Now, I was going through some of the posts on the ministry's website, and I came across a piece which says that the ministry is committed to increase enrollment and retention in the technical and vocational institute by improving existing structures and developing new ones. Now, in this case, like there have been many people, many students, like there have been rumors around that some actually have 6 WAS or even more than that, but one subject prevents them from going to higher institutions. So, what has your ministry really done or intends to do about something like that?
Well, you are clear that the university requirement is 5 WAS, including English and all maths. That is the requirement. And if you drop in any of those, more so English and maths, then you have not matriculated to go to a university. But a university is not the only tertiary institution. You can go into a polytechnic, you can go into a teacher training college, you can go into a TVET institution. So I think the misconception there is that higher education is viewed as university education only. So when that is clear, then you know you have other programs to do. In the university, however, as at last year, we have rescheduled preliminary year for those doing sciences. Again, science and technology. There will not be a preliminary year for somebody doing history or social work if in fact you fail English, which is the best thing you require to do any of those. You cannot do a preliminary year to do law and you have not passed the main tool of a lawyer, English language. I can tell you there are less than 40 students in chemistry department year 1 as of now, as I speak. And there are well over, I think, 150 heading to 200 in preliminary year. So by just giving that opportunity, you are going to create a major change in that department. And that is the core for science. If you want to read plant genetics, you have to go chemistry. If you want to read microbiology, you need a chemical base. If you want to do medicine, you need chemistry. So all of a sudden, the bottleneck, the rate determining step, is opened out for there to be many more people to go through the system. So indeed, every college, every university have a criteria, but your focus should not be university. Your focus should be post-secondary education. And you can use that. For example, if you got a diploma in whatever in a post-secondary institution, you can be able to use that to go now into a university. You don't have to go back to WASP and take the WASP, the maths, the English. So what we're trying to do in the ministry is to become flexible. We do not want one shoe suits all, one size suits all. We want mature students, we want adults to have various modes and means of accessing higher education. And higher education there means TVET institutions, polytechnics, and or universities as well.
Okay. Now let's come back to your visit here today. You came here for a visit, so you were taking on a tour around the campus. What do you have to say concerning everything you've seen here today?
What I have seen, I think the layout is first class.
Okay.
And to recognize that a student is interviewing me now, I think the professionalism of the program sounds very good. I was in the library and I called subject. I selected a book, it came up. I selected a topic from that book, it came up. It also showed that this is what we call transformational education, where you can stay home and be tutored from a centralized institution. This is the way Sierra Leone should go. We haven't gone so yet, but you have started with, and you are similar to UniTech in many ways. And it is clear that we will all have to learn from you. I do hope you focus mainly initially on Tongoli and then the northern region. And I might as well just use this opportunity to let the general public know that Cabinet has given the authority for Port Loko campus of EBK to break out to become an autonomous university in its own right, as the university in the Northwest region, to be called Ahmad Tijan Kaba University of Education and Technology. It is key for us to focus on education because we need to train teachers for early childhood education, for foundational learning, and for sciences in particular. Teachers in technology as well, including digital technology. And for a country that its resources started off with iron ore along with diamonds, then that college is technological arm will also relate to the mining industry that exist in the Northwest.
Thank you so much for allowing us have this discussion here today. And I'm sure that the viewers have really learned a lot. Higher education is not just university, there are other aspects joined to it, and I hope that we all understand now that we should not be limited because of one subject or maybe another. So thank you too for being with us, and I hope you have a lovely day.
The Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Professor Alpha Tijan Buri, was speaking during his visit at Central University, 1 Silicon Hills, Mile 91. Addressing students and lecturers at the university's hall, Minister Buri emphasized on the importance of education as one of the major factors that contribute to national development.
That among us young is that we are free to make change. We are free to explore anything new at all. Higher education started here in 1827. That's 200 years back. But we did only arts, humanities. For the first 50, 60 years, we are free to change. We have to have the courage to be flexible. A student that starts 5 years old may not get 5 last in English and maths. One may have the training, the exposure, the experience to be able to do well. Such a student, there has to be some flexibility in you accessing higher education. That is why His Excellency the President is not agreeing that we need to modify people to access higher education. That is why authority has now been given for this institution and any other to open a preliminary year for those students accessing science and technology. So if somebody applies CU without English, without maths, that student has the right to be able to, or CU has the right to start a foundation course that will allow that student to develop him or herself and then accessing the first year next academic.
At the occasion, Vice-Chancellor of Central University, Professor Bob Conte, assured the minister that Central University is determined and ready to work with the ministry to enhance the growth and development of education in the country.
Mr. Minister, Sir, Honorable Alpha Tijan Buri and entourage, I want to join my colleagues in welcoming you to our small, modest, but upcoming university. I want to assure you that within the not too distant future, we will begin to accept us, if not the best, but as one of the best universities in this country. Mr. Minister, sir, quite a lot has been said about Central University, and you've seen a little bit of Central University, and I want to assure you that what you see is not fake, it is real. Central University, from what you've heard from the brief history, we are now at a situation where we want to create a research platform which would bring in innovation, not only in teaching and learning, but in research, and make sure that all of us within the university and the country benefit from this kind of research which we're going to introduce.
The Chief Minister for the Student Union Government at Central University, Musa Eyasin Kuruma, pleaded with the minister to consider extending the government's granting aid for students in private institutions, adding that these students are Sierra Leoneans that deserve similar opportunities.
I would like to express my gratitude to the Minister of Technical and Higher Education for taking the time to visit our prestigious university and witness firsthand the progress we have been making academic-wise. Central University is committed to providing quality education to students and the university takes pride in diverse range of programs that caters for the needs of students from different places, ages, cases, races, and phases. I believe that it is in the best interest of our education system to provide equitable funding to all universities regardless of whether they are public or private. I respectfully request that you consider reversing or revisiting the current policy regarding granting aid allocation to include private universities.
Minister Wuri, however, assures students and the administration of Central University that his ministry will continue to work with the different higher educational institutions in the country to support national development. Reporting for Central University, I am Marima Pashitalabi.
Nursing also should have a philosophy and objectives.
On April 4, 2023, representatives from the Nursing Council in Sierra Leone visited Central University in Mile 91 to evaluate the institution's readiness for introducing new health-related courses. The university's proposed curriculum expansion includes a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, state-registered nurse, community health officer programs, and other health-related fields. After the inspection, Mary Fuller, the board chair for the Nursing Council in Sierra Leone, shared her positive impressions. Noting that this was their first visit to the university, she expressed confidence in the institution's capacity to handle the proposed health-related courses, citing the presence of most required facilities for these new departments.
We have gone through the length and breadth of the university. We have seen the department, we have seen their classrooms, we have seen their halls, we have seen the library, the computer labs, not one. We have seen the skills lab, which is for us the main part of the assessment. And we think they stand a chance to start a nursing course, a higher nursing course, in fact, in this university. I'm impressed. Even the infrastructure, we have quality infrastructure that can establish any type of course within Sierra Leone. So I'm sure our nurses will be well taken care of when they are within the wall of this university.
Central University's Vice-Chancellor Professor Bob Conte announced that the university has been diligently preparing for the establishment of a new nursing department. He expressed confidence in the institution's readiness to accommodate potential students, emphasizing that the environment is well situated for such learning activities.
Well, we have several selling points. One of them is that we have a teaching hospital, which is just close to the university, and it is practically part of the university. Secondly, we have laboratory facilities, which we have to improve on, but we now have at least the rudiments of the laboratory facility that can provide practical training for nurses and other types of tuition. Universities all over the world sometimes are situated in areas that would tend to be, from the outsider's point of view, local. But it's not the locality that matters, it is the content that the university has that matters. And all the facilities we have provide for the student and staff the environment for learning, so the issue of the institution being local is not part of the equation at all.
Christiana Masali, the Secretary General for the Nursing Board, expressed her satisfaction with the facilities at Central University, describing it as one of the best universities she has seen. However, she also highlighted a few key areas that the university's administration should address to further improve the institution.
Really impressed. This is a real site for training. As I said, we've gone round, and what I see is what I am telling the world, that Central University is ready to implement nursing program in Sierra Leone. Of course, according to our tools, there are certain marks they need to work on, but this is the first visit that we are making. It's very difficult for us go just one visit and for a proposed center to score the mark that they scored today.
Chancellor Muksin Sise of Central University appealed to the board members to take their request into consideration and help expedite the approval process. The university's goal is to launch the new department in time for the 2023 and 2024 academic year, commencing in October. Reporting for Central University, I am Marima Precious Halabi. Over 2,000 pupils taking the 2023 National Primary School Examination across 5 centers in the Yoni Mamela Chiefdom, Tonkolili District have received the humanitarian gesture from the All People's Congress parliamentarian aspirant for constituency 048 in the Tonkolili District, Honorable Aaron Arun Kuruma. The gesture, according to Honorable Kuruma, is geared towards complementing the efforts of parents in ensuring that pupils get access to necessary materials during the course of taking their exams.
I just saw the need that there's every instant that I should continue shortening it because they've added so much into improving the learning outcomes. And that's why I know how situations are now. The affordability of homes now is a very key challenge now. A single mathematical set here costs around 25,000 leons or 25 leons, 25 millions, and that's very huge. And for a home that have to buy rice and other basic household things. So I've saw the need that there's a need for me to just provide for all the pupils. For this year is about 2,182 pupils that are taking this year's NPS exams in the respective centers that are owned